Hey guys, it's AFS Alarm 777 of the Gamer Really Shoes, bringing to you another episode of Pokemon Leaf Green. In this episode, we're going to continue Victory Road, and I've figured out what I have to be interrupted by. It's a Machoke, in fact. So, let's run away from this. Oh, we're almost to the level where we won't be interrupted by these guys anymore. Almost there. Not quite, though. Alright. Push! Alright. I think I want to stay up against this wall, because if I put it up on the northern wall there, I won't be able to get it back down. So this is kind of long, but it's okay. It'll happen eventually. So in the last episode, I kind of went on a bit of a rant. Not really kind of, I did. About Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And between episodes, there wasn't a whole lot of time between episodes, but a thought crossed my mind in like the 20 seconds that was in between it. Is ranting a good thing in video game or Let's Plays? I feel it is, because it gives you a core topic to speak about, and you really get, the viewer really gets to know you through it. What you think about the trivial subject that you're ranting about, and just kind of how you are on topics. So, I was at the very end, right when I hit stop recording, I was like, oh god, that was a terrible episode, because all I did was rant. I started thinking about it, I think that was a good episode. I'd kind of like to do more of that. Maybe less aggressive ranting, like, I don't understand why everyone's hating on this. More of just talking about things that are cool. I think that's one key thing in commentary. Because if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of new to this whole commentary thing. This being my first consistent Let's Play. Speaking of consistency, I just keep finding new things to talk about. That's a good thing. New things to talk about. I apologize that there wasn't any uploads for like 2 or 3 days straight. I haven't been able to record, simply because I kept trying to do it at nighttime, which turned out to be a bad idea. Can I kill it with Mach Punch? Yeah! Persian. I've been trying to record at night so you don't see all the reflections that you've been seeing in this recording session. But it's not really working out, because I'll get there and I think about the terrible episode I had when I first entered Victory Road, where I was just all tired and wasn't talking about anything. I think to that, and I just decide, well, I should not record. I'd rather have quality over consistency. That's personally my view of it. Even though I don't really have a whole lot of viewers right now, and there's just not a large margin of people I'm trying to please. I feel when you're first trying to get popular on YouTube, it is about quantity over quality. Although if you don't have good quality, then what incentive do people have to watch? Currently, commentary is all I have, because I'm using a camcorder to record. I don't have any professional grade of audio going on. Just the physical video qualities are no good. So all I have is the gameplay and my commentary. So I have to make sure that at the very least one of the two is good. And seeing that the Let's Play curse seems to be affecting me very, very well, it's going to rely on my commentary. Why would you use a ground type move on a psychic type? Why? You had to have just predicted that I was going to switch into Minato. This is just rude. He should take slightly less damage from a ground type move. Why am I using acid? Everything is in the wrong spots. I feel like Razor Leaf should just be right there, but it's not. It's over here. Alright, there goes Kingler. Alright. Hollyworld. Alright, let's get a drink here. Right after I guess I could use more health. Cherry Pepsi, by the way. Definitely my favorite drink. So, if you guys ever want to spend long periods of time talking to me, best way to keep me around, Cherry Pepsi. Okay. So, something to talk about. I've been playing a lot of games on Steam recently. And I completed a game. I recently played through the entirety of Psychonauts, and I gotta admit, it was a really fun game. What got me interested in Psychonauts exactly? Well, I mentioned I watched a full Let's Play on it with Good Boulderfist, and I must say, he should stick to games that are not platformers. That or get better at them. One or the other. Don't stay where he's at. He is not very good. Because I personally did not have that much trouble in the game. To be fair, I did have experience. I knew exactly what was going to be happening since I watched all of his Let's Play. But the whole platforming dynamic, I did not spend as much time on stuff as he did. I'm not trying to say I'm better than him, but he's definitely not a platformer kind of guy. Oh, Hoopla about to level up here. Definitely a good Let's Play, go check it out. But the game itself, there's a couple things I was a bit disappointed in. The fact that you have to grind money at certain points, or else you cannot proceed throughout the adventure. I'm happy and disappointed with that at the same time. What makes me happy about it is it forces you to explore the world a bit more. What upsets me is that you have to sit there. If you've already explored, like, if you tend to explore games like I do, rather than hit objective to objective to objective, you've already explored all of this, but now you're having to go back and do it all again, just so you can get currency. So you're seeing all this stuff, which I'll admit, some of it's pretty cool, but you're seeing all of it again, when you don't necessarily care to see it again. So that's one big problem I have. And there's usually a way in games to get a lot of the currency very, very quickly. The thing is, to get that, you have to spend money. Why? It's weird how you have to spend money to gain money. Like, that's how it works in the real world, but I find it weird in the real world as well. It's just a bit odd. I would think that you would more find... You should definitely find it. Money. In The Legend of Zelda, you would walk around, you'd find chests that have rupees. like big rupees or gold rupees, whatever you want to call them, they have a good amount of money to it because you bothered to explore. And that, I feel that's a good thing. That's something Psychonauts didn't have. The rest of the game, I will say, is fantastic. I had fun almost all the way through Meat Circus. While I didn't spend a whole lot of time in the Meat Circus, not as much time as I expected myself to, it definitely was a not fun experience. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about that. I expected myself to spend hours in the place. And the only reason I'm able to gauge a good amount of time that I spent in there is because my friend was over playing League of Legends because he can't do it at his own house. He's basically borrowing my computer to play the game. He was able to play, let's see, I started when he was halfway through a game, and then he finished another game by the time I was done with the entirety of the Meat Circus. And each game took about 20 minutes. So I only took 30 to 40 minutes there. Not a whole lot of time. I think this person's a grass trainer, so I'm just sending out fire Pokemon. Yeah, Victory Bell, okay. I keep forgetting what's being sent out just because I'm talking. So yeah, really, really tough level. Again, it may have had something to do with the fact that I knew what was coming, that I was able to beat it so quickly. But even then, it doesn't seem as hard as people made it out to be. Do I ever want to do that again? Not unless I'm doing a Let's Play on it. I'm probably never going to do a casual playthrough of Psychonauts ever again, just because of the one place. Really? I have to retreat against a Parasect because Parahacks. But for a Let's Play, I'd be willing to go through it again. That's my view on the whole thing. Hard level, not as hard as people seem to make it out to be. I was really hoping I could just kill it in one hit. This thing doesn't have Spore, right? That'd be kind of sad if it has Spore. Or rather, really irritating. Spore is a move that puts Pokemon to sleep, kind of like Sleep Powder, Hypnosis, all that. Thing is, Sleep Powder and Hypnosis have terrible accuracy. Spore hits 100% of the time. Yeah, little overpowered, just it's on a terrible Pokemon. So, that's the trade-off. You get an overpowered move for a terrible Pokemon. Now there's a later generation of Pokemon that there's a Pokemon out there that gets Spore, even though he's a fantastic Pokemon. Little unfair there, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's head out. Got another boulder here. What's going on over here? Oh hey, it's a... Oh, well, there went that. And I cannot get through there. I believe that one above them is the exit. So let's push this and see where we get. Is there an item over here? Oh no, this is just a little shortcut back. So I need that boulder or something. I believe that's it right there. And I'm trying to get right here. Let me go forward and see where the switch is. It's just right there, so just push it forward. It's been a long time since I've done Pokemon Fire Red Victory Road. I'm currently on the floor that I want to be on. How do I... Oh, okay, I thought I was pushing it. I was looking away. I'm looking at the map here. I want to show something off. A little confused on how to get there, though. Maybe this will open it up. Or no, maybe not. Because even if I go push that boulder, I can't get there. Let's go this way. Hey, ho, ho. After Bell. I want to make mention of this little spot right there. You see the item down there? There's these weird splotches over there, as well as like a little meteor site. In the original Red and Blue, that is where Moltres resided. There was, as I mentioned before, there was no Ember Islands. There was no 1, 2, 3 island. Oh hey, I could go get that other item because it's right there. There was no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 islands. There's just Victory Road. That's where you found Moltres. So that is exactly where you... Oh! This is exactly the TM I was talking about. That's where you find Moltres. So this is the TM I was talking about. It's kind of a hard decision to make now that I know it's Dragonclaw. Between a rare candy and Dragonclaw. It's kind of a tough one. I guess it depends on what Pokemon you have. I mean, for me, it was much more worth getting the rare candy, because I doubt anything on my team can learn Dragonclaw. Right there. Yeah, nothing. Dragonclaw is the... I believe it's the strongest Dragon-type move in the game. Only because there's so few of them. It's got 80 power, it deals a decent amount of damage when you use it. I feel like the only Pokemon it's worth teaching to is a Pokemon that can get stabbed, so Dragonite or something. Why am I hitting so many level 48 Onixes now? Really not interested in any of you. I guess the game looked in its code and is like, oh wait, we can be throwing these Pokemon at him. So they started doing that. I think I'm just going to look at the item list here. Let's see, we got that. We got dang planes flying over my house making some bad sound. Alright. Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Frank should be able to handle this. I don't really know about Minotaur. Let's take you out first. You are no good for this fight. If you survive, you would be a good switch. Anyway, first floor, there's a Dragonclaw. First floor, there's a rare candy. We got both of those. I got the Sandstorm. I got Full Heal. I got Hail. Did I get a guard spec? You know, I'm thinking the item we missed is a maxed revive. That's what I think. Use that there. This. Let's just surf it out. And, alright, they're both primed up for a surf. If Baron survives. He should. Oh, Mega Horn! Really powerful bug-type move. Ouch! Did not know that was in this generation. And cool, Parahacks. So let's just knock you down, hopefully not getting poisoned. Hopefully not getting poisoned with the strength on Nidoqueen. And alright, seems like we're good. No poison going on. Survive Frank, please, thank you. All the Parahacks. And they're down. So yeah, I think we're missing out on a Max Survive. If you're going to have trouble on the Elite Four, like I believe I am, it might be worth going back to get that. But maybe not. Maybe you don't think you'll have any problems with the Elite Four. Alright, so last guy, let me see if I want to figure out what this guy has so I don't just do terrible against him. Alright, that is not helpful because it's not mentioning what he has. He might not even be a trainer. He might be saying, hey, you made it out. Good job. Well, let's find out. You should be proud of yourself, you having battled your way through Victory Road so courageously. In recognition of your feat, I'll teach you Double Edge. That is a really powerful physical move. If you know what Takedown does, it's a more powerful takedown. It will also hit with recoil. I do want to teach it because that is just dang powerful. Baranari has strength, and while I would love to replace strength, I'm going to hold on to it. I want Minato to stick with what he's got, just for diversity. I think the best person to teach it to here is Franck, because it's just all around stronger than Headbutt. Headbutt flinches sometimes, however, this is hella damage if I need to use a physical move. So I think it's the worth trade here. So we're going to take away that, do Double Edge. Alright, good to go. Keep that drive going for the Pokemon League. Take a run at them and knock them out. So that is the only time that he will teach you Double Edge. If there's something else you think you want to teach it to, then you might want to hold out. I don't understand why they make a little maze before you get into the Pokemon League. Like, it's not even much of a maze, just stay to the right. It's dumb. Indigo Plateau. In the next episode, we challenge the Pokemon League.